Hi again. We're going to be doing a different kind of preserve. And let's wash our hands. Always wash our hands in between whatever you do. And make sure that everything is sanitized. Your pots, your pans, your towels. You want to sanitize all your instruments, and you want to make sure that you're just going to stay in the kitchen and put a do not disturb sign outside and just have at it. And then you have all your items together here, and let's see, I've talked about salsas. There's different variations of canning. There's preserves, there's jams, there's jellies, there's compote, there's conserve, there's chutney, oils, vinegars. Basically you're preserving and you're making a flavor of a type of food. It's almost in that little umami section. So, I don't know, from what I study, it sounds like to me is that you're enhancing flavors. So, this one I'm going to make a compote. And normally a compote, you add the sugar and let it stay overnight. But this time, or you could just cook it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my own variation. You want to make sure all your fruit, like I want to make sure that my fruit is the same size here. So I have my pan heating up, okay? And I've already pretty much rinsed out. So I allowed this to. And compote, you want to use like big chunks of fruits, and you don't want to use with jams. You cut it up to make small bites, and with conserve, you also cut it up, but there are different techniques. And compote, you kind of bring the sweet and the savory together, and you bring them together. You can do it that way as well as the conserve, but and the chutney. Oh, the chutneys are wonderful because you could use the chutneys for like a barbecue sauce. Whereas the compote, you could use it like if you have a pound cake, or you have a nice white cake, or you have maybe a cheesecake and you want to add something special to it, a compote would be perfect. With this compote, I'm going to be using warm spices in it, and I'm showing you different variations. So what I'm going to do right now is kind of heat up my sugar. I have I would say I have a couple pounds here. And then I have some kirsch, which I'm going to put in there. And I'm going to be using like lemon juice, orange juice, maybe a couple lemons. Let me get another lemon. I have in mind what I want to actually use in my compote. I'm going to go ahead and start heating up my jars because I want them nice and warm and hot. And then heat up my lids. Okay, so I have this, and what I want to do is I want to add my liquids first. So let me put this aside, and I want to bring that to a nice boil. You could use regular orange juice, or you could just get an orange juice and just you know, put it in there. Trying to get some music so that I can feel better about canning. Again, is tedious. It's fun though. It's a nice craft to have. If you have a better sieve than this, by all means use it. And so I want to get all those juices out. Or you can use a regular orange juice. Okay, come here. spatula. Just kind of mash it through all the, oops. Don't want any of that pulp in there. I just want the flavor of the oranges. Okay. I'm going to put just about like a half. But I want to get that richness of a real orange flavor in there. Okay, and then I'm going to just go ahead and peel some of the top of this off, leaving, discarding the, leaving as much as white stuff because that's the bitter stuff. So if you could just, actually I should have done this first, but hey, as long as I get it done, right? But this is what you call a lazy technique. Hello? There, so I have plenty of orange flavor that I want to use, or you could use an orange liqueur, but since I already have some Kirsch, which I must try, wow, that's potent. Kirsch washer, woo, that's strong. Okay, that's very potent, but I want that in there. I'd rather have Garnier. I think it would have been better. I'm just saying. But since I have these elements in there that are going to go in there as well, I think it's going to be okay. You know what? I think I'm going to take the peeling. And I don't want too much of the lemon as much as I want the orange, but I do want the lemon in there. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the rest of that in there. Because I have enough berries in here. Boy, that Kirsch was kind of strong. Yikes. Okay. Actually, you could use a peeler. I'm just making it hard for myself here. I feel like a kid. You know, techniques are really important. They are. The peeler, yeah, I mean, by all means. But back in the old days, what if they didn't, before they invented the peeler, what did they use? It's a knife, right? Okay. So then I have a couple sticks of this wonderful, beautiful cinnamon. And then I go ahead and put a little bit more of this lemon in there. So altogether I probably have like 3/4 cups of lemon juice and of all this other stuff. This is shot, so I'm going to trade towels here. Shot too. Okay, I think that's enough, and I want to make sure. So from the beginning, I am going to be tasting this because I want to make sure that what I'm putting in there is going to the same place that I I want to go. I think I'm tipsy from just that little bit of kirsch. That's delicious. And see, I just tried that because I'm in my head. This is where your palate and your mind come together. So in my mind, I'm thinking, berries? Okay. What kind of berries? Do you want strawberries? No. Strawberries are just going to screw up my blackberry. And this is what I started off with, was blackberries. I want the blackberry. And then I added some blueberries. And then I have raspberries. I said, delicious compote. Who wouldn't want, I mean, that's delicious. I can actually get away with adding some more of that juice, more of this lemon. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar because I want my sugar to melt. And this is baker's sugar, ultra fine sugar, which means it's used in cakes. You'll warm it up and it'll just dissolve. So let's start off with 1 cup. So you're writing this down. 1 orange peel while you're doing this. And then I'm going to be adding some more things in there. And then that's 1 cup. I'm going to put another. So compote isn't really that sweet. It's just sweet enough. You can add other ingredients like honey. That's another sweetener. If you prefer organic sugar, you could add that, which will give it that little bit of molassy flavor, which is nice. But with this, I think I'm going to use some sugar. So you rinse out all your spoons, because you're going to need them for tasting. When I was in my chef program, I would carry my spoons in my, I had my gold spoon for tasting. That was fun. Wanted to make it personal, my cooking. That's so delicious. Gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a nice little tablespoon of my kirsch. It's going to be a nice compote. Okay. Aha! Starting to. Okay, you want that to simmer up really well. I want it to be slightly sweet. I thinking, let me try. I had some sugars in it. I already know. So let's go ahead and put another half cup. So, 2 cups. And that's basically what you're doing. You're kind of toying around with these recipes, and you're wanting to put certain flavors in there. You want to mix that until it's thoroughly dissolved. You want to bring it into a rolling boil, the sugar. While that is trying, and I have vanilla because I want to bring some warmth. Now this is cheesecloth. You can buy this anywhere. And I'm going to take a piece of my cheesecloth. Well, you can buy it at a specialty store, or a grocery store may have it. And it looks like gauze. I think it's the same stuff, to tell you the truth. going to take a piece of my, ooh, I can smell that kirsch. My twine here, which you can find also at a store. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my blackberries in there. And you might want to cut some of those blackberries in half. I'm going to go ahead, stir that in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour my berries in there, which have been rinsed thoroughly. These are my blueberries. And that's about a couple cups each. And these are my beautiful raspberries. So I'm thinking this compote is going to be so warming and heartfelt, and it's going to be nice. And so while that is still kind of heating up, I'm going to go ahead and put my warm elements in there. So I have my cinnamon, I have my orange peeling, I have my lemon, you know, your lemon peeling, and then I'm going to go ahead, I'm making a sachet, and I have peppercorn. Yeah, I'm going to put some peppercorn in there. Just a few. Yeah, maybe I'll take a couple. I don't want too peppery. And that's going to give it a nice peppery flavor. And then a couple cloves, just a couple, because cloves are very strong and they're very, very pungent. So just a few of those. Then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up as tight as possible. Okay? You take your twine. Do the peppercorn pop out. Make sure those peppercorns do not pop out. You might have to put another. Okay. Just cut it. And just going to cut the top. And maybe wrap it one more time so that, just in case. Just don't want anything popping out. This is going to boil for a while. Feel the heat. So I know I have a bulky sachet. You might want to make two. I'm going to press that to squeeze all the oils out. Just stick it in there. Bring this down. It's getting loud. And then I might want to think about what jars I want to use. Now I do have half pints here, and I think I want to use those because I don't have a lot of compote. If you want to give these out for gifts, these make wonderful gifts. I'll make sure, and I'm going to try this, of course. I'm going to try this. Yum. So, with the peelings of the orange and the lemon, what's going to happen is that it's going to bring a little bit. I don't taste a lot of the acidity in it right now, but as it cooks, it's going to have some flavor in there.